Y'all done mocked us. Shall not no man make thee ashamed. Now, you're gonna be made ashamed. That's why, hold that, hold that. We coming back, Isaiah 47:3. Isaiah 47:3, I called it. Showing you that Mashiach Shutdown coming back as a man. Isaiah 47:3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. I mean, you're gonna be exposed. Yeah. Thy shame shall be seen. We're exposing how shameful and filthy this world is bringing forth the wickedness that they just showing you. Men with men and women with women, and men changing themselves into women, getting a Lady of the Year award and stuff like that. Come on. You know that's wicked. The Most High made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve and Eve and Eva. He said, procreate, create babies. How a man and a man gonna create a baby? If your daddy laid down with another man, he'd have flushed you down the toilet, right? Nope, you never been created. Because a man and a man ain't create nothing. A woman, your mama was with another woman, you'd never be here. I don't care what you're dealing with right now. Understand this. Listen, Isaiah 47:3. It says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. That means you're going to be exposed. Yeah, thy shame shall be seen. Shameful things is being done. Shameful things. Shame on you. I will take vengeance. He said, I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. He coming in his angelic power to judge and make war. As for our Redeemer, the Most High, Mashiach Yahushua of hosts, of armies, angels is his name, the Holy One of Israel. But he says, sit thou silent. He says, shut up. You sit silent, what you say? What do you think he's saying? Sit thou silent, what do you think he's telling you? He's telling Edomite leaders to shut up, because he ruleth in the kingdom of men. That's Daniel 4:17 all day long. It ain't going nowhere. Look at it. He says, sit thou silent. That means shut up and get thee in the darkness. Get thee in the darkness. Ignorance. Not knowing. That's why I say, as for the way of the Most High, the Mashiach of Shai, Wisdom of Solomon 5:7, we have not known it. So I don't know why y'all out there teaching the heathen. That's the end result of it. Must be some other motive. Most High told them, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness. They doing what they supposed to do. Get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. So he said, get thee into darkness. So what happened? What's going on with the people? Isaiah 60:2. For behold, the darkness, which is ignorance, not knowing. People walking around don't know nothing, as they ought to know. For behold, the darkness, and we only know in part, prophesy in part. We know a little, but we know enough to show you salvation. For behold, the darkness, ignorance, shall cover the earth. He just told Esau, get thee in the darkness, get thee in the ignorance, and make everybody you can be ignorant to go to hell with you. That's going to follow you. That's why he said, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grape and my plant be kept, for with great labor have I made it perfect. The Most High is working and laboring to make those of his chosen, his 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel, perfect. That's why he said, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth. How did darkness cover the earth? Let's see. How did darkness cover the earth? The Most High just told Esau, get thee in the darkness. Proverbs 16:4. The Most High have made all things for himself. He made everything for himself. Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. That's how darkness came upon the earth. So he told them to shut up and get thee in the darkness. So once they got in the darkness, ignorance, that's why, look, you understand this. From 193, first you had the Greek Empire, then you had the Roman Empire. In 193 AD, Septimius Severus took down the Roman Empire and ran the Caucasian people into the Caucasus Mountains. That's why they call themselves Caucasian today. 1453, they came out as the Ottoman Turks. To 1492 and started taking down the known Israelites that were ruling the Byzantine Empire. They call it Byzantine Empire because that means backwards empire, but it wasn't backwards because we ran them out of civilization into the Caucasus Mountains. So from 1453 to 1492, there was their time, like the Most High said, the Most High created all things for himself, even the wicked for the day of evil. So he made their time short by cutting them off from the Roman Empire, running them into the Caucasus Mountains, and they were there until approximately 1453. When they came out, it was their time to rule for the last days of this world that we in now, to 1492, when they call it the Renaissance, the rebirth of the Caucasian race coming into power. You understand? So from that period of time to now, we dealing with darkness. Because that's why they have the Discovery Channel, the History Channel. They're always trying to find what's going on in the world because they were ran away from civilization. It's all here in the Bible. It's all here. But that's not the topic we deal with. We deal with ain't going to be no peace from what they're doing now. But I got lessons on it. That's what it says. Isaiah 60:2, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness, the people. Gross ignorance, people not going to know in abundance of gross ignorance, the people. But, this is a condition, the Most High shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. See, the Most High going to rise upon his 1/3. And the glory of Mashiach Yahushua going to be seen upon you because you're going to confess him before man. You're going to confess you before the Most High and before the angels. If not, then you can see all you got to do is listen. People ain't confessing him. They in their own world. Then when they walk around all jacked up, they wonder why they jacked up because they on their own. You got to depend on who? Some other man? What man? You got to depend on the man that the Most High just says, shut up, be silent, and get thee in the darkness. And you're going to trust the man that's in darkness. That's why the Most High showed us, never trust thine enemy. But you trust him. But whatever it is that he going to tell you that you got to deal with in your life. You better come out to the Most High. Ain't nothing impossible with the Most High. He the power of powers. You know, the nations used to see the Most High operating. They'd be amazed. Wow. Can you imagine fire coming down and consuming his sacrifice? We going back to it. All praise to the Most High. You see what he said? But the Most High shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. That's right. Isaiah 33:1. So you think all the things that's been done and being done to the Most High's chosen people, that there's not a judgment that's going to come? Listen, Isaiah 33:1. Woe mean destruction to thee that spoileth, that robbeth, and that was not spoiled. See, America think, oh, we not going to be touched. So, oh, yeah. Nobody can touch us because we got the nukes. We the superpower of the earth. Nobody have more than us to destroy the world. Say, woe, destruction to thee that spoileth, and thou was not spoiled. And dealeth treacherously. Come on. Dealeth treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. I mean, they dealt treacherously with us, and we ain't dealt treacherously with them as the children of Israel. From 1492 coming over here and just taking the land from the indigenous people and making them slaves and put them on slave ships and sell them to different places and selling them from 1492. Y'all talk about 2019. You count from 1619. You better start counting from 1492 when they came and took the indigenous Israelites off the land and put them on ships and start selling them everywhere, selling them from that point and making them slaves. We are the tribes, all the children of Israel that come from the waters of Judah. Understand this. Well, let me get that so you won't be thinking I'm tripping. Isaiah 48:1. Hear ye this, O house of Jacob, O family of Jacob, who live in a house, family. We're family. 12 tribes of Israel are family. which are called by the name of Israel, and are come forth out of the waters of Judah. See? Come forth out of the waters of Judah. Salakia. It's us. So, all 12 tribes come from the waters of Judah. I tell you in Hebrews 7:14, but it's evident our power, Mashiach Yahushai, sprang out of Judah. So all 12 tribes come out of Judah. Jeremiah 14:2 says, Judah mourneth in the gates thereof language, they are black unto the ground. So if you don't identify yourself with being black or from the tribe of the waters of Judah, that's what I'm talking about, indigenous ones. That's what it's all about. Isaiah 33:1. So yeah, they treacherously took us down. Woe, destruction to thee, to you that spoileth. You say destruction to you that spoileth, that robbers. And thou was not spoiled. Thou was not robbed. They went from the south to the north, to the west, to the east, from the east to the west, back and forth, took all the land. And put the tribes in reservations. Woe to thee that spoileth, and thou was not spoiled, and dealeth treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. See? Ain't no uprising against them happening now. It was, though. That's why they had to end slavery. Because the brothers was uprising and going through, taking back the land that belonged to them. When thou hast ceased to spoil, when you cease to spoil, to rob, and think, oh, everything is okay, thou shalt be spoiled. You're going to be spoiled. You're going to be robbed. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. That's why it tells you in the end result. Oh, you took everything that we had, all our riches and so forth. You became rich once we fell. Now, Moses said in Obadiah 17, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance. Zion represents the 12 tribes of Israel. We're going to be saved. And there shall be holiness. And the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. We're going to own everything that they have. Who is talking about? Verse 1, the vision of Obadiah. Thus said the Most High Power of Israel, the Most High Power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, concerning Edom. See? The Edomites. That's the results. As it is written. Look at Isaiah 59. Go to Isaiah 59. Isaiah 59:1. Behold, the Most High's hand is not shortened. See, the Most High's hand is not short. It is not shortened that it cannot save. He's going to save the children of Israel, the 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel, and a remnant of the other nations, because they got to save. They got to be saved to be in the kingdom working, to bring the forces of the Gentiles to our gates. Remember, it's going to be gates for each tribe. The Most High's hand is not shortened that it cannot save, neither his ear heavy that it cannot hear. But your iniquities have separated between you and your power. You hear that, Israel? Your wickedness, your sins have separated between you and your power. And your sins have hid his face from you, that he will not hear. So what you gonna do? You gonna continue to say, I ain't gotta follow him. I ain't gotta follow his rules and regulations. I can do whatever I want to do. But you hear what he said? Your sins have hid his face from you, that he will not hear. He's not even listening to you because your sins made him hide his face from him. And believe you me, the nations know this. The heathen know this. I mean, the average person don't know nothing because they don't know the Bible. They don't know the prophecy. They don't know what's going on. They don't have a clue of what's going on. And some of them don't care. That's why they fit for the multitude that's going to perish, that was born in vain. Straight up. Look, Ezekiel 39:23. You think the heathen don't know it? Let's prove it. Ezekiel 39:23. And the heathen, these other nations outside of the 12 tribes of Israel, shall know, they're going to know that the house of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, the family of Israel, went into captivity for their iniquity. So what you think? They're going to show you how to be righteous? When they tell you that they, as for the way of the Most High, and Mashiach, we have not known it when salvation is coming to Israel. Wisdom of Solomon 5:7. Plant that in your mind. Remember that. So you don't follow the way of the heathen. Listen. And the heathen, the same one I'm talking about, shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity, because they trespassed against me. Therefore hid I my face from them, and gave them into the hand of their enemies. Not your friends, but your enemies. So fell they all by the sword, according to their uncleanness and according to their transgressions, breaking the laws of the Most High, have I done unto them, and hid my face from them. They know, as it is written. What do you know? You know that now. And hopefully you'll learn more as you study it, to show yourself approved to the Most High. Go back to Isaiah 59, verse 7. Their feet run to evil. Something negative happens, we run right to it. Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are the thoughts of iniquity. Wasting and destruction are in their path. See, come on. This is what they do. Their feet run to evil because they're evil. What's devil mean? Deceitful and evil person. What's devils? Deceitful and evil people. Don't matter what color they are, but we know that the ultimate devil is ruling the world, straight up. Their feet run to evil. And the devils that follow the devils are devils too, no matter what nation they are. Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. I mean, come on. You gonna tell me that the people that was in this land was not peaceful, did not show the Edomites how to live on the land. Then they murdered them. Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. I mean, they had it so that you was getting paid to bring the bodies that you killed to the polls and so forth. Had places where you bring them, get paid. And there was so many bodies. They said, "Oh no, you can't do it." Now they start scalping them, and putting the scalps in the bags and bringing them and getting paid. And plus our blood's being shed now. What's the verdict? Not guilty. Zechariah 11:5 all day long. Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood and get a paid vacation. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity. Their thoughts are thoughts of wickedness. Wasting and destruction are in their paths. Come on. That's Wisdom of Solomon 5:7 all day long. We rid ourselves in a way of wickedness and destruction. We have gone through deserts where there lay no way. That's the path. They lay no paths. As for the way of the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua, we have not known it. Listen, though, verse 8, the way of peace, they know not. They don't know the way of peace. And there is no judgment in their goings. They have made them crooked paths. Now, that's why the Most High said, who can make that straight which the Most High have made crooked? They have made them crooked paths. That's why they're not going to know the way of the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua. Because they made them crooked paths. Whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace. That's why I say, come out of her, my people. You going to follow them? You not going to know peace. You ain't going to know this peace. John 14:27. You ain't going to know this peace. That's for sure. John 14:27. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. This is the peace of a Mashiach Yahushua, y'all. No matter what, you can go to this peace. You find this peace. Ask the Most High by a Shalom Mashiach Yahushua to show you this peace from a Mashiach Yahushua. That's the peace. The ultimate peace that you want. That's going to come from who? The Most High. Better recognize. Isaiah 59:8, the way of peace, they know not. They don't know the way of peace. Remember, they weird themselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. You can't get peace out of destroying everybody, destroying the air, destroying the water, destroying the food, destroying the people's minds. That's what he said, hey, the people in what? The gross darkness came from the people that's ruling the world. Their curriculum. How they programming the people to be. The way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their goings. They have made them crooked paths. Whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace. You ain't gonna know no peace. You want to follow them? You ain't gonna know peace. Forget about it. If you don't know peace, you follow their way, you're gonna follow nothing but destruction, as it is written. Look at Psalms 50:16. Psalms 50:16. But unto the wicked, we know Job 9:24 says the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? We know who ruling the world. But unto the wicked, the Edomites, the Most High said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldst take my covenant in thy mouth? Most High asked the question, who you think you are to declare the Most High statutes, to set up all these religions and so forth, and you stand before the people and act like you represent the Most High? That's why he said, hey, but unto the wicked, the Most High said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldst take my covenant in thy mouth? Look, who the covenant with? When you go to church, are you amongst the 12 tribes of Israel? You taught that you're the 12 tribes of Israel? Are you? Do you know this? Or are you a Gentile? This is who the covenant with. Are they saying they the 12 tribes of Israel before you? They the chosen of the Most High before you? A lot of you think that. Psalms 105:8. This is the covenant. He has remembered his covenant forever, which is a contract agreement that he's remembered forever. The word which he commanded to 1,000 generations, which covenant he made with Abraham, going all the way back to our forefather Abraham, and his oath unto Isaac. Abraham had Isaac, but he had Ishmael too before Isaac, remember that? But he said Isaac. and confirmed the same unto Jacob. So Isaac had Esau and Jacob, but the Most High chose Jacob. See, here is seeing Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob for a law. So Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You're not from Jacob, then you're not the power. Most High's not your power. For a law. And to Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, for an everlasting covenant. That's why he say, what are you doing? Acting like you the chosen people of who I chose. Letting this come out of your mouth. The covenant come out of your mouth. Listen, go back to the Most High talk. And the Mashiach Yahushua. Who's an angel here in Psalms. He's a spirit. Psalms 50, the spirit of the Most High. Psalms 50:16. But unto the wicked, the Most High said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes? Or that thou shouldst take my covenant in thy mouth? So who you think you are to declare my statutes and to take my covenant that I gave to who? We just read it. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to the 12 tribes of Israel. For an everlasting covenant to last forever and ever and ever. Now, if you're not an Israelite, covenant has nothing to do with you. You're not of Jacob, then covenant has nothing to do with you. This contract or agreement has nothing to do with you. That's what he's saying. What do you mean declaring the covenant coming out of your mouth? Verse 17, seeing thou hateth instruction. Did they hate instruction? And castest my words behind thee. Look. This is how they rolling. Hold that. Proverbs 1:7. They hate instruction, right? Proverbs 1:7. Yasharallah here. The fear of the Most High, to be afraid, to be scared of the Most High, is the beginning of knowledge. But fools despise wisdom and instruction. So what's I calling them a fool? They fools. They despise wisdom and instruction. Going back to Psalms 50. Verse 17 again. Seeing thou hateth instruction, they're fools. Fools hate wisdom and instruction. Seeing thou hateth instruction, and castest my words behind thee. You hear that, Israel? You hear that, Yasharallah? They cast his words behind them. So all you that's locked into religions and so forth, you've been fooled. You've been fooled. But you say they cast his words behind them. When they hear this word, they go crazy. Because they haven't heard it. They don't know it. Tell you that in Wisdom Solomon 5:7. I'm going to keep putting it in your face. Till somebody pick it up. And realize you're wasting your time. Time is valuable right now. We're in the last days, brothers and sisters. They cast his words behind them. Could care less about what this Bible is telling me. They just using it for gain and their own purpose of gain. Gaining the people and taking their money. And you still don't have anything. When he say give them the Bible, they can't show you nothing. As they are too. See, look, go to Romans 2. Just a moment.